Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Force here, and today we will be checking out Dance Central Vampire Edition. Now I'm just kidding, we're actually checking out Dark. It's a game about being a vampire and dancing with other fine vampire ladies. Okay, that's not true either. This is Dark. This is a stealth action RPG where you play as this vampire who was recently converted and doesn't remember how it happened. So the goal of this game is to, first of all, figure out how you became a vampire, and then also fully convert into a vampire, because we are only part vampire right now, and we're trying to find a way to become full vampire by drinking the blood of a powerful vampire. How many times can you say vampire in 1 minute? I guess we'll find out in this video. So right now, a couple of hours in, so I'm going to show you guys some gameplay, give you my initial thoughts and impressions on the game. Before we get started though, I want you to check this out. Look at this sweet running animation. Oh yeah, it looks great, doesn't it? No, not really. There's a lot of jankiness with this game that I'll touch on as we make it throughout the course of this video. Needless to say, I think this game has some issues, but something that's good about this game is you can get a drink.
Hi, Eric. What can I do for you?
You can give me a drink, sweetie.
Give me a drink.
Sure thing, Eric. One drink coming up.
And then when you order a drink, you sit here and you watch the nightclub. Because, you know, that's cool. Okay, well, anyways, let's kick things off with the story. I'll talk to this guy and find out what I can do to become a real, true vampire. Get into position.
Man, you did it! Shit, you must be some badass.
Rose sent me. Blooming didn't work.
Blooming didn't. Whoa, man, that's rad. Know what that means? Normally, Blooming's blood should have done the job, easy. But man, you the shit. You gotta be. Otherwise, you want to survive the whole thing. It was as if you drank April's blood. Oh, that is so wild. I mean, for you, it might not be so great, right? But it means that you are real powerful, dude.
Awesome.
I know why Rose sent you to me. There's other vampires in the city which could do the trick for you, but I bet Rose has one specific dude in mind. His name is Vlad. Asshole's real name definitely isn't Vlad, but that's what he wants to be called. Because of Vlad the Impaler, dig?
Yeah.
Whatever. Vlad owns the Geoforge company. Maybe you heard of them? They got this huge tower here in town with artificial parks they make available to visitors. Vlad actually lives in a penthouse at the top of the building.
Vlad. All right, I'll have a look around there.
Keep your eyes open, man. And your fangs sharp. Vlad's a whole different game than Blooming. And so are his guards.
Oh, man. So we can do additional dialogue, but I'm not going to.
See you later.
Yeah, later, man.
Because if you couldn't tell just in that short segment, the dialogue and voice acting in this game, and character animations, all that stuff's just horrible. And if you're also wondering why we're in a nightclub, this is like our base of operation. Why is she dancing? What is this, the news? I love the news. Let me dance about it. So this nightclub, this is like a hangout for young vampires.
What's up?
And you can go around just saying hi to vampires. You can dance with vampires. You've got some friends here, like that guy. He's the bodyguard of the nightclub, and he'll have quest information for you. And if you find a lonely lady on the dance floor, you can just do this, and there's really no point to it other than, I guess, the RPG-ness. If you, like, hey man, I'm just looking for a mistress. Do you know one? Look at her arm. Her arm like contorts in this strange, pay attention to her right arm. Alright, I just need you guys to see this. Ready? Watch her left arm. Watch her left arm. Look at it, it's like contorting. It's just, that's not natural. I don't know. Oh man. All right, so we're gonna go talk to the boss lady, and then we're gonna actually do some questing here. What is this thing?
Pretty.
Are you serious? Are you serious? I love how the shot just, yeah. All right, guys, we gotta pull this shot from the back and go up. Man. All right, let's go listen to some more wonderful voice acting. You ready for this?
And have you talked to Tom?
Yes, I did. So, Vlad.
Yeah. I'm afraid it's the only chance you have left.
Okay. Well, I'll just say ready to go,
I'm on it.
because I'm sure you guys want to see some
I'll
gameplay.
provide radio support again. Best of luck.
She's like my boss. She owns the nightclub. She's the vampire boss lady.
I headed over to the Geoforge Tower. During the day, it offered countless visitors entertainment on a variety of floors laid out as parks. I came for the blood. Rose had put me on to Vlad. He not only owned the tower, he also lived there. His penthouse was at the top of the building. I wondered what had become of me. A beast that killed for its own survival, still in search of life-saving blood. But the creatures in the museum had been a clear sign that there was no alternative. A distracted guard gave me access. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to thank him. The guard slid to the floor. He probably wouldn't be the only victim, but I had no choice. I needed Vlad's blood.
Okay, so finally we get to some combat. I definitely wanted you guys to see the voice acting, though.
Rose, I'm in.
Good. Now, if possible, try not to attract any attention until you've neutralized the security center. Don't forget the transmitter I gave you for that. Contact me as soon as you get there.
Got it. See you later.
Alright, so, time for combat. We are presented with a new area, and actually, here we go. Do not let civilians spot you. They could give away your position to the guards. You may be a vampire, but you're also a man, so you cannot lead yourself to harm unarmed bystander. Right, okay, wonderful. So I gotta be careful for those guys. Alright, so here it is, stealth action RPG-ness. There is a cover system. You basically just run up to various walls and low-lying structures, basically, like that couch or whatever, and you're able to sort of walk right on. There's also a little bit of a jump to it as well, so you can quickly get to cover before you're actually to it, which is actually pretty nice. Beyond that, I've also got this basically like a leap, if you will. In fact, that's exactly what it's called, in which I'm able to go a fair distance here, as you can see. That little spot on the ground is indicating where I'm going. Unfortunately, it's sort of buggy. For example, if I'm like, a lot of times if I'm looking off into the distance and I hold it down, like look at where it landed. See it there to the left side of the screen? Like that was not at all where I was looking. Let me try this again. Okay, so that time it worked. What about over here? Like that's back over there. Like shouldn't it be in this direction at least? I just, look at that. I'm looking over here and it's triggering over there. It doesn't make any sense. It's supposed to just land on the ground in front of you and you're supposed to be able to go like that, but it's a little bit buggy to say the least. Look, where was it that time? I'm holding it down. Okay, that time it showed up. Let's try it again. I'm holding it down. Where is it? Okay, it's right there now, but it's not going where, you know, sometimes that's the thing. Look at it now. That's not where I'm pointing. So sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It can be very, very frustrating, to be honest. I found the most reliable thing is to put it down in front of you and then try to push it out, but then sometimes, I don't know. It's just a little bit buggy. It's not as consistent and reliable as I'd like it to be. But anyways, what you do with it is once you've got it targeted, you let go, and then you're going to do this little shadow leap to a location. So it's a nice little mobility spell. At the moment, it makes a lot of noise, so I've got to be careful about using it around guards. But in the future, I can upgrade it so that it becomes silent. So this is very much so a stealth game. Being straight up in combat is really not the best idea. And I'm going to take you just through some of that stealth combat. Before we do, though, I'd like to show you one of the most powerful abilities. You start the game off with it right away, and that is the Vampire Vision, which just lets you see through objects. It's basically like an X-ray or thermal vision, if you will. Allows you to see bodies around you. So we got this guy over here. I'm going to walk up to him, and then we can do one of two things. We can either do a straight up kill with A, or if we hold down A, we're going to feed. Now, I am feeding now. It's going to take a couple seconds. The bar will fill up, and then he will drop dead. And then you'll notice in the upper left, I've got those two bars next to that little hand symbol, and that second bar filled up once I've fed. Those are your powers. Now, I got to drag this body. Something I really despise about this game. When you go into drag mode, you would expect that it would stay in third person and show you dragging the body, but no. Instead of doing that, you go into this first person view, and you've got to drag the body like this, which is very cumbersome because you lose a lot of vision when you go from this view into first person drag view, and it becomes very difficult to sort of see what's around you. I don't know why they... I mean, it seems like the most natural thing were to be, if I were to hold left bumper to drag, that I should be just, you know, there should be an animation of me grabbing his body in the third person, but it's not the case. It's this instead. This little, like, suspended body thing. I'm just pulling him with the power of my mind or something, and I can't see around me. Now, you could argue that's some sort of concentration system where, you know, you're really focusing on dragging the body and you can't see around you, but that's stupid. I'm a vampire who can teleport. I need to really concentrate to drag a body. I think what's more likely is that they didn't want to make animations for this third person dragging. So they just said, let's do it in first person and have the bodies just flop around. It's very strange. But dragging's important, hiding the bodies is important, because if enemy guards spot it, well, then they spot it, and that's a bad thing. So yes, when we walk up to an enemy, we can either feed on them, which will fuel that power gauge in the top, or, as I mentioned, the other option is to just straight up kill them. You can also just try to ignore them, but again, it's very much a stealth game. If you get caught in the middle of things, you're gonna die pretty quickly. In fact, let me just show you that. I'm gonna die here on purpose. We're just gonna run up to these guys and try to punch them. But if you're within vision, you'll die very, very quickly. Now, in terms of the combat itself...
Rose, I'm in.
We're gonna skip this. So in terms of the combat itself, it's very simplistic. It's just A to kill. That's it. Now there are special abilities, like I've got this Shadow Grip, which is part of that ability bar system, where I can kill someone from a distance, but the average attack is a one-shot kill. You walk up to an enemy, you hit A, and he does some sort of special attack. Sometimes he does like a backflip and kicks them, sometimes he punches them in the face, you know, but it's always a one-shot kill, at least so far after the first couple of hours. That may change in the future where more difficult enemies take multiple kills or whatever, but right now it's been quite simplistic. All right, so we're gonna teleport over here, and then just gonna continuously check our gauge here. So for our special powers right now, I've got 2 of them. That use that gauge. I've got the regeneration and then the Shadow Grip. Now the Shadow Grip allows me to kill someone from a distance, which we'll see if we get a good use case for that. Right now I'm actually thinking we grab this guy real quick here. So again, just walk up behind him, you hit A, it's a one-shot kill, just like that. And then I need to drag his body so that no one spots it. There we go. And then we got a guard coming over here. Now that little symbol means that he was starting to see me, and once that pops up, it means you're in someone's vision. All right, let me do the Shadow Grip. So this is X. It's gonna use up one of my power bars up top, so you're gonna notice only one of them is purple now, the other one is grayed out. And to do that Shadow Grip again, I would have to use another power, and then I'd be out. So I would not be able to do it unless I fed on another enemy, filled up that bar, and that would let me use my special ability. That's the same case. That's the same case with the regeneration as well. They both use that same power resource system, if you will. Okay, so we got this guy over here, and I think as soon as he turns around, I'm probably just gonna go straight for him to feed. Come on, turn around. Lots of waiting. I found that I'm sitting around waiting a lot for guards to continue their pathing or whatever. Kind of super annoying. You know what, forget this. I'm just gonna walk up to him and do it. There we go. And I don't know, oh yes, that guy noticed. That's a problem. Let's try to Shadow Grip him. Hopefully no one notices me doing this to him. Because if not, then I'm in the clear, because I don't think the other guards were alarmed. No, they were not. Alright, so we're going to drag the body now over here. That's great, fantastic. And then we'll just keep this process going. So we got a couple guys up there. That guy's looking over there. I could just Shadow Grip this guy, although he's not locked on right now. I'm mousing over him, but it's not really working, so. The other thing about the vision is that it slows down time a bit, so I found it very useful to just trying to like get situational awareness. It slows down time enough so that you don't really have to worry about anything while it's happening. And then you can just sort of take a look at your situation, assess it, and then go from there, basically. So yeah, I found it, I use it a lot more so to slow down time than to actually check the location of enemies. But yeah, I'm just, you know, constantly spamming this to look for enemies. Okay, and I think we're gonna be able to take this guy down here. I'm just gonna do a basic attack here. Our energy, our power bar is filled up, so there's really no need for me to drain him, which just takes more time, whereas the single kills are instant, and you can just... Okay, we got a couple guys over here. Whoa, he saw me. Slightly, not enough though. Gonna teleport over here.
I'll pass it on. Okay, see you tomorrow.
Got a guy right there at the door. That is the door that I need to get through. And we've got a couple guys over there. So I'm probably gonna wait till this guy's done patrolling, and then I will take that guy out. And
oh man, I hate this job. Nothing ever happens here anyway.
So what? It's okay. As far as I'm concerned, I'd rather take it easy than spend all my time dodging bullets.
Ah, you're a wimp. Little action is cool. But seriously, nothing's ever gonna happen here anyway. This tower is a total fortress.
That's true. I've always wondered why we have so many security guards here. I mean, it's not like there's anything of value here.
Well, you know, I had a little talk last week with Natasha from accounting. And she said the big boss wants to hire even more people. Apparently, he suffers from paranoia. He's pretty well isolated up in his penthouse on the top floor. They say he only comes out at night.
Maybe he's a vampire or something.
maybe.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Vampire.
Well, we're just gonna let those guys go because we have made it through that area. So that's... Ew, he almost saw me. Yes, he did see me. Oh well. We're fine. We're fine.
Come on, all I want is a soda.
These guys are segmented off so much, this guy has no idea about everything that just went on back there, so.
Is someone sneaking around here?
Oh, they heard me. Let's take him out with the shadow grip. There we go. Problem solved.
It's not right here.
No, everything's fine. Those guys are all the way back there. So this is, I mean, this is the game, you know, there's additional powers and stuff, and I can show you the power system real quick. I actually have a few power points. So you start off with the inherent power of, we've got the instant kill, which is just your basic attack. You start the game with this. There's also the shadow leap, which you saw me use, the vampire vision, and then the ability to feed. You can pick up additional abilities, shadow kill, distract, regeneration, which I do have the first level of that. Shadow Grip, which I have. I've got a few levels of that, and I can actually get the final level now, which destroys the corpse after I Shadow Grip someone. So why don't we actually spend our points to do this? So you get XP from getting kills. You can also pick up little collectibles within the world. They're like these little PDAs or something, and that gives you a little bit of XP. And then just going through the campaign, you're going to get XP, level up, and then use that XP to purchase various powers. Okay. So, and there's multiple levels of the powers. Like again, you see there's multiple levels. So the Shadow Grip, one decreases the noise or makes it so that it makes no noise, and the other one destroys the corpse, so that means I don't have to worry about people spotting the body. There's my instant kill, multiple levels. So there's multiple levels of these various skills. The other skills that we have here are Vampiric Speed, Confusion, Subdue, and Obscure, and then there's also a couple of passives down here, Assassin, Toughness, Blood, and Awaken Instincts. And again, you can see in that little center area multiple tiers for most of these abilities. So after playing for a couple of hours, I've spent a fair amount of points. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, I've spent about 12 points so far on this skill tree to get these various abilities. Okay, so this guy's right there. And if I were to Shadow Grip him, his corpse should disappear. But I am not logged. There we go. So let's do this here. Shadow grip him from a distance, make his corpse disappear. And apparently it takes some time to disappear because this guy just saw. Oh man. Alright, let's go over here. And kill this guy. Again, instant kills for everything. So yeah, the combat is very basic. And I don't know, just not that great. I mean, there's literally no challenge. If you get spotted, you only take it's only going to take a couple of rounds to kill you. But the physical act of combat, there's nothing to it. It's as simple as walking up to a guy and hitting A. Or I guess if you're using a mouse and keyboard, hitting whatever key the insta-kill thing is. But combat is just very, very simplistic. There's not much to do within the world either. You know, besides picking up these random collectibles, which I haven't even found any in this level so far. It's just interacting with the enemy. There's no environmental interaction. You can't pick up and throw bottles or anything like this. It'll just be a matter of killing enemies, getting XP, unlocking your skills, and then using those skills. But ooh, here's a PDA. So use this. It's a little, you know, little text message, email, or whatever, and then you get some experience for doing that. But let me take a look here because we've got these abilities. Let me see if there's many other. So yeah, I mean, we've got these different kills. This turns your shadow leap into a kill as well. Obscure allows you to take form into the shadows, making it harder for your enemies to see you. Subdue, as a vampire, dominate the person's mind, putting them into a trance for a while, which perceive nothing of their surroundings. Confuse your enemies. Vampiric speed, increase your speed, and then some passes there. So, I mean, once you unlock all these abilities, you've got a few different options, but I mean, I haven't felt like I've needed anything besides the basic sneak and instant kill so far.
Rose, I'm in the security center and the transmitter is attached to the server.
Very good. Wait. Yes, I have got a connection. Let there be light and... not anymore. Okay, the security system is down, but I wasn't able to override the local comms network. That means that guards in close proximity can still communicate. But I now have access to the elevator. Head on over there.
Yeah, so, you know, I was really looking forward to this game. But unfortunately, I can't say I like it very much after a couple of hours.
My head was pounding. I had the feeling that it was going to burst. The pain became unbearable. I crumbled to my knees. The darkness lurked, waiting to take me.
Eric, calm down. Everything is fine, Eric.
The angel came to my rescue once again. Its voice was enchanting, and it took all the pain away.
Nice.
I was fine again. The only question was, for how long?
It's just rather unfortunate because I was really looking forward to it. I feel like it's been a really long time since I've played a vampire RPG.
Can't get a peep out of it. I bet those idiots in the security center spilled.
In fact, I don't know if I've ever really played a good vampire RPG, but it doesn't really seem like this is one of them. It's just the animations are bad, the voice acting is bad, and the combat's just rather dull. It doesn't really feel, even with that skill system, it doesn't feel like there is much depth at all. And it's just a little bit of a letdown. I don't know. I guess I was just hoping for a little bit more.
I'll take you all the way up. The elevator has a separate security system I can't access from here.
Just what I wanted to hear right now.
Don't worry, I'll get you up to the offices. There's an internal staircase there which should take you to the top. Oh, watch out though. There are sure to be more guards around.
Don't worry. I don't think they know who they're dealing with, or what.
Wow. What a cool dude. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I was really hoping that this game was going to turn out good, but I think I've probably had enough of playing it. So,
Just relax.
there you go. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you've seen here, despite everything I've had to say, if you think that this is a game that you would like to play, you can pick it up right now for $39.99.
The door is locked. I can't go any further.
More voice acting.
Sorry, Eric, I'm afraid I can't help you out on that one from here. Look around the office. Maybe you'll find an access card or something like that.
But who knows? Maybe the game gets a ton more harder. Maybe the voice acting gets better. Maybe the animations improve. Maybe the combat improves. I just doubt any of that is going to be the case. Here, let me just one-shot kill this guy. Because that's what I do to everybody.
Thanks for opening the door, pal.
Yeah. Keep watching. And keep owning.
I already told you I don't know either. Hey, are you even listening to a word I say?
Yeah, all right already. Hey, wait a minute.
What is it?
I want to get something to drink.
You're not serious, right? The radio's gone out. We practically have an emergency here.
Oh, come on. You know no one in their right mind would ever attack this place. Probably those two idiots down there tripped over a power cord or something.
Stop that, asshole!
Who's the asshole now?